game. Massive difference in height, massive difference in conditioning, but hey, this is boxing. You never quite know. Looks could be deceiving. So first round of a heavyweight.
Box!
Of course, in the blue corner, in the red corner, that's CHRIS Thompson, the Wolf from South Africa. Starting early, establishing his jab to the body. Lengthy jab, very powerful jab, very powerful looking boxer as well in CHRIS Thompson.
Very, very. Just coming now to join you here, Jimmy, from the center of the ring as I was bringing those guys in there. CHRIS the Wolf Thompson towering above Daudi, absolutely towering.
Yes, towering. There's a massive difference in size and conditioning as well, as we could see, especially the midsection. But like I said earlier on, this is boxing. Looks could be deceiving. I love the way CHRIS has already established his jab earlier on. And of course, Daudi can't find an answer for that at the moment. But this is just the first round.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, Daudi fought Ardi and Dembo in Rumble in Dar and the first one, and he took out Ardi to the distance, if you remember.
Yes.
And, you know, Ardi came back today, made a massive statement, stopping his opponent very, very quickly. And, you know, CHRIS is looking the stronger of the two. But, again, IMANI Daudi doesn't look that phased. You know, he's still in it. He's, you know, taking his time. He's shaking his head, saying, you're not hurting me with these punches. But that's a big man in CHRIS the Wolf Thompson there that Daudi's got to find a way through.
Yes, Daudi still looks confident at the moment. I talked to him during the weigh-in. He said his plan is to make sure CHRIS feels the pain in his body, because he's going to go for the body. That's his game plan at the moment, and that's what he's trying to do. Whether he executes it or not, we're yet to see.
Well, I hope he's got some packing power in his punches to the body, because that body on CHRIS Thompson looks like it's made of steel.
Chiseled, I'm telling you, my friend.
I mean, that's abs on abs for a heavyweight, and we just saw Ardi who walked in looking like a Greek god, and now we've got a big CHRIS the Wolf Thompson. He looks absolutely menacing and strong, and he's just starting to open up there now with his jab. But Daudi's doing the right things. He's tying him up. He's getting in close.
Yes, and Daudi looks like he has a problem with it. I don't think he's fought so many southpaws. I mean, this is going to give him all sorts of problems. The power in CHRIS's punches, the jab is crisp, and it's pumping, and it's relentless as well. So I think Daudi has a tough night ahead of him.
Oh, he does. There's a very, very tough night ahead of him. But, I mean, I'm looking now at CHRIS. You know, he's a bit of a showboat here, as you see. He's got a very awkward kind of style. You know, likes to work off the jab, which is good. He's trying to land those heavy, heavy hands as we come to the close of round one, as he finishes off there with a nice right hook to the body there from CHRIS Thompson.
One thing I've noticed about CHRIS Thompson, for a big guy, he's got really fast hands, and that will present a lot of problems for Daudi. Well, I'm not really convinced by Daudi's conditioning, to be honest with you, because the midsection just gives him away. But like I said, it's all up to CHRIS at the moment. It's all CHRIS throughout the first round.
Yeah, definitely.
Good,
I mean, definitely a 10-9 round there for CHRIS.
Yes.
And, you know, but Daudi's in it. He's definitely in it. He's not out of it by any means. But CHRIS is impressing me there. You know, he's picking his shots. You know, he's not just letting fly with everything. Look, he's keeping his distance. He knows that Daudi's trying to get on the inside, and he's pouring him away with that, sticking that jab out and keeping Daudi off him as we enter into round two, Jimmy.
I wonder how Daudi is going to get past that jab, to be honest with you. It's a powerful jab. He's not pouring at it. It's a very powerful jab, and it comes from the knee. You look the way he steps up when he throws the jab.
Correct.
And this is going to hurt Daudi, to be honest with you. And that's just the jab.
Correct.
I haven't seen the right hand landing.
No, not yet. And as we see there as well with CHRIS the Wolf Thompson, he's a southpaw, and he works off that nicely. Oh, as he goes, almost comes straight through to join us there, Daudi.
Oh yes, not invited, by the way.
That's right, that's right. And it's very, very, very difficult to fight against a southpaw.
Oh yes, oh yes. You have to do your homework, and like I said earlier,
beautiful
Daudi has
left
not
hook there.
so many southpaws, but he's still game. He's still putting up a fight, which is good.
Correct, correct. Incredible stuff there from Chris Thompson. Chris looking very, very confident as he goes with a nice straight left to the body there. Nice right jab.
The concentration on Chris's eyes is just unbelievable.
He's there to do business.
A man on a mission, yes.
Correct, he's there to do business. He told me, he said, you know, look, I've been a fighter all my life. I've been brought up on the streets. I lost my parents when I was a young man. You know, I just needed to know what I wanted to do. He couldn't get jobs because of things that happened to him in his early, younger years. He got into a bad crowd. He came through that. He's used his skills, what he learned from the street, toned them in the gym. Fantastic guy there with his coach there, Shannon, and he's proving tonight that he is someone to watch from the South African heavyweight boxing scene.
He's world class, to be honest with you. I see the way he changed the jab into a straight hook in such quick succession, and I don't think Daudi will be able to deal with that. And Chris is just getting warmed up.
Yes, yeah, Chris is looking very confident in there. Again, though, another very hand-low style. But some of these big guys do like to do that. You know, they like to keep their hands low. That's how they kind of work. And, you know, he's a big, big guy, big heavy arms there as well. You know, I mean, the legs on Chris are absolutely huge. I'm just hoping every time I keep running up in that ring to be the MC, then back here as a commentator, my legs might grow a little bit. What do you think, Jimmy?
I thought the big muscles would tire Chris out earlier on in the round, but he's in top condition. He's getting warmed up at the moment, and now he knows exactly what to do. He's already noticed.
Yes, nice little combination there as well from. Sorry about that, Jimmy. Nice combination through in there from Chris as he paused on that right jab. And he's using that jab to absolute great effectiveness. But again, Daudi's still in it, but he's finding it very difficult to break down the armory of Chris the Wolf Thompson as we end round 2.
He hasn't found a way through that jab. It's a strong jab, and it's relentless, and it's pumping. And like I said earlier on, Daudi is in for a very, very long night. I wonder what his corner has in store for him as we get into the 3rd round.
Well,
they have to find a way.
Yeah, they do. Well, let's look at the replay. A lovely, lovely looping right hook, and again, twice straight on the chin. Not directly clean as it comes in then with a lovely right to the body on the floating rib. Chris obviously has got good conditioning. He's been telling me about his running. He's always running, staying in the gym. He likes to put his 2-3 punch combinations together, finish off on a nice hook, and he's straight back on that jab. You know, so he's showing that he's got the tools, and I'm quite excited to see where Chris Wolf Thompson goes in this division.
I think that jab is confusing Daudi because he turns that jab into a left hook in a matter of milliseconds, which Daudi is finding it extremely difficult to deal with.
Yeah, as we're in the first 10 seconds of round 3, and it's still all Chris the Wolf Thompson, but Daudi's just trying to find a way in. Lovely combination there by Chris, and again, straight back on that jab. Lovely, lovely work. He's proving that he is someone to really, really look out for in this division. Did you know, Jimmy, he only recently moved up from cruiserweight?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, straight up from cruiserweight. I mean, how he made cruiserweight when he stands in that ring at 110 kgs, I'll never know. But, you know, I wouldn't like to have seen that cruiserweight bearing down on me. But
he looks like a natural heavyweight.
He looks like a natural heavyweight. Here he goes, a bit of a Conor McGregor shoulder nudge there. Nice body shot and jab there from Chris. Finishes off with the hook.
At the moment, Daudi has absolutely no answer for whatever Chris
he's walking forward, but he's not working his way in. You know, he can't beat into the jab for one because of his size. You know, I mean, this is like David versus Goliath, Jimmy.
Yes, but he has to go to the body somehow. He has to try something, try the body. If he can't try and...
I mean, that jab, I mean, the way he plays with that right jab and right hook and uses it as a combination as a lead to kind of keep his man at distance is incredible.
He's doing that very well in this fight. And Daudi has absolutely no answer. Look at his face. He almost looks like he's given up. He has...
Again, with that right hook, just absolutely whipping in on IMANI Daudi.
I'd like to see Daudi jab to the chest or the body as he gets in and puts his hands up as well. Because at the moment, Chris is just running the show. He's doing whatever he wants.
Correct.
He's the ring master at the moment. He's using the ring very well. He's got good footwork. He still looks like he's not winded at all.
No, but he's got nothing really coming back. He's not putting any punches together. You know, he does keep his guard up, which is a plus, and it's keeping him in the ring there. But there's nothing really coming back. I mean, look, his head's very low. There's the best shot I've seen Daudi put together there, which, you know, he waited for Chris to put a little combination together, felt the leather land on his forehead, and threw a left hand. And that was just a push there.
I think that's a coming together. It's more like a coming together.
Yes. I think that was a frustration.
That shows you who the stronger man is.
Correct.
At the moment.
Very. Well, as we end round 3, that was again all Chris. But do you think there's a bit of frustration there from Chris Thompson, Jimmy, the way he pushed him?
I don't think it was really a push. I think it was a coming together, and he just stood his ground because if you look closely at the replay, Daudi was coming in, and what Chris did was just stand there and. And Daudi just rammed into him, and you saw the effect. I mean, Chris is the stronger man at the moment.
I mean, that's just like running straight into a brick wall. I mean, it's not something that you want to run into any time. You know, if that was bearing down on you, it's very upset. You know, you bumped into his car on the road, you would, you know, you just want to be out of there, wouldn't you?
You see, that's not really a push when you look at it. It's a coming together, and Chris just. You know, stood his ground and say, where are you going? Confirmation that, you know, Chris is still the stronger man as the fight goes on.
Exactly. As we now go into round 4, and we both have unofficially, of course, the people watching right now, we're not the judges. Unofficial scorecard is the fact that me and Jimmy do have Chris ahead.
I have Chris ahead all the rounds, to be honest.
Yes, totally agree with you. He's getting through to Daudi, but Daudi's a very tough customer.
When I was talking to Chris at the weigh-in, he said one thing he appreciates about Daudi is that he's a tough customer.
Very tough, very tough. He's taking some big shots from Chris Thompson. Now, you know, he's starting to get a bit more confident himself now, Daudi, and having to go himself now.
Well, I think as the fight wears on, he gets much more confident because, you know, he's taken some big, devastating punches from Chris, and he's still there.
You know, one thing, Jimmy, that actually plays a huge part in this fight, and I'm sure you agree with me, is the fact the size difference. Daudi's that awkward size. You're punching down, you're skimming off the top of his head as he connects it twice with 2 right hooks. But, you know, most of the punches are skimming off of Daudi, you know, and his size is actually causing a little bit of a challenge to Chris. Not a problem, because he's got him worked out, but he can't land quite clean.
You see, the big heavyweights don't like punching down. It's risky for them.
Yes,
and that's what causing a problem. He has to be cautious when he's punching down because he could be caught by something. You know, this is the heavyweight division. You know, one lucky punch could end. And I like the way Chris is being cautious because he has to punch down, and that's very difficult, as you said. Size is really coming into play.
Is this the one where things we're going to say this right now, that size matters?
Well, in this fight, yes, so far.
Well, you're joining us. If you're joining us live now, it's Scott Patrick Farrell here, your commentator tonight, with my co-commentator Jimmy Kawayi from Tanzania. We are both having an amazing time here at the Rumble in Dar, promoted by Global Boxing Stars, Epic Sports Entertainment, and the Jackson Group. And it's brought to you by DSTV Tanzania, TV Plus, KCB Bank, absolutely amazing sponsors involved in this fight, Jimmy.
Yes, and it's good to see sponsors coming up and, you know, supporting the sport. Really amazing. We've got KCB and amazing, to be honest with you. We're loving this. This is a good trend. It's taking a good trend for the better.
It is. And also Tanzania Tourist Board are also involved with Onamo Hotel, who are the destination partners, Precision Air, and packing the power in the leather is Urban Soul as we end round 4.
Speaking of Onamo Hotel, we had some lunch there. Lovely food.
Oh, fantastic food there. Fantastic. I hope we were back there. By the way, me and Jimmy should be back there later after the fights, enjoying some festivities at the Onamo Hotel in Dar es Salaam. As we go towards the replay here, as you see there, Daudi he's trying to reach Chris, but Chris is quite quick for a big guy. He moves quite well on his feet.
I said earlier on, he's got fast hands for a big guy, and the way he shifts that jab, that right jab, into a hook is very impressive. Very impressive.
As the beautiful ring girls are letting us know what rounds we're going into. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, everything about Tanzania that I've seen and the way that boxing's come up is incredible. As we now move into round number 5.
Well, I suspect you're watching other things apart from boxing, just boxing tonight.
That's correct. The reason why I've got Jimmy here as well is because he's an absolute fantastic guy, one of the best commentators I've ever met in my life, and absolute gentleman. And as you can hear, good fun and gets most of my jokes. Round number 5 in the first 20 seconds. Again, Daudi just struggling, but again, Chris is putting that lovely jab together through the guard, following it with a right hook to the body there, underneath the elbow. Incredible choice of shots that he's landing, Chris the Wolf Thompson, Jimmy.
Oh, good combinations, and that jab is still pumping the same way it was pumping the first round, second round, and third round. We're in the 5th at the moment. Look at that body punch. Look at those combinations. He's getting much more confident, and I think Chris wants to get Daudi out of here now, impressively.
Yes, he does, he does. As we go into the first minute of round number 5, and Chris still nice left straight there. Oh, beautiful little fast combination.
Good combination.
Chris just got caught slightly there. Did you see that there then, Jimmy? Just got caught slightly there by Daudi, just on the end of that combination. There was a quick left hand from Daudi that caught Chris the Wolf Thompson flush on the nose.
That's exactly what happens in the heavyweight division when you start getting overconfident in the ring. You could get caught by one of those punches you don't see coming, and those hurt the most.
Well, I mean, everybody's rising to the occasion here in Dar es Salaam on the Rumble in Dar Edition 2, because, you know, Chris has just signed now to Epic Sports Entertainment, the promoter of Kubrat Pulev, Vilo Gotsev, who's also had big heavyweights like Samuel Peter. You know, he's one of the heavyweight specialists, so Chris is also looking to impress tonight, and that could probably put a bit of pressure on him. And then Daudi, you know, he's seen what's in front of him, and every fight that's in front of him is a chance to show the world that, hey, look, I'm here, and I've got something to offer.
I think Daudi is one of the toughest heavyweights I've ever come across.
He's incredible. I mean, he's the smallest one as well, I think, right?
Oh, yes. Standing at what, 5'10", 5'9", 5'10"?
Yeah. You know, there's a chance for you there, Jimmy, to take on Daudi at some point. Maybe you being the same height or something, you might be able to get the result quicker.
Yeah, hopefully, if I'm not going against Chris.
No, I would never want to go against Chris, ever. As we're approaching the final 30 seconds of round number 5, a lovely, great body shot there. That right hook to the body. He's almost perfected that shot, Jimmy. Absolutely crisp. But again, Daudi takes it and moves forward. Oh. Chris is there, oh, beautiful body shots there from Chris. As we're approaching the end of round number 5, I think we have Chris well ahead here.
Stop!
A little bit of after the bell action here. Chris needs to be careful. He's already ahead. Doesn't need to do that. Frustration, but also it's Daudi letting him know that, hey, you're not hurting me. You're winning this fight, but you're not beating me.
Yeah, I think Chris is slightly frustrated because he wants to get Daudi out of
Totally
there.
agree.
Yeah,
totally agree.
Daud, like we said earlier on, he's a tough customer, and he's going to be here all night and taking whatever Chris is dishing out. Let's just see in the remaining rounds, what does Chris have? Of course, the confidence is still there. He's got the tools to get Daudi out of here, but whether he can execute that remains to be seen.
Correct. So we're going down towards into the final round, but we have like almost a full house here in Dar es Salaam in the next door arena. I mean, what a turnout for the Rumble in Dar edition 2. Here we go, the final round, the 6th round in this heavyweight bout between Chris the Wolf Thompson of South Africa and IMANI Daudi of Tanzania. IMANI Daudi in the red trunks with white trim, and Chris Thompson in the silver and black trunks.
Well, I think what Chris should do here is to be smart and not to go out for a knockout, because I mean he's winning all the way. He doesn't need to risk this fight at all. You know, just keep pumping the jab, stay out of reach, put those combinations whenever he sees an opening, and then
oh, nice fast hands there. Oh, great to the body.
He's in the bag.
And you know what, Jimmy, you're completely right there as well. Sorry to come in there, but just watching those fast hands of Chris. He kind of used them to kind of bamboozle his opponent.
Oh, yeah.
And then as he brings his guard up, hits that body with that right hook to the body, just on that floating rib. But again, you see Daudi's very head down, looking straight at Chris's feet at that point.
I mean, he's unleashing a flurry of combinations, and for a big guy, this is really impressive.
Very impressive. And there's no disrespect here for Chris trying to get a knockout against an obviously tank of a man in IMANI Daudi. The Tanzanians are born tough, Jimmy.
Well, we're not all as tough as
feeding
Daudi.
these guys? What are you feeding these guys? I mean, I didn't even know you had heavyweights over here.
One thing Chris's corner is fearing is that one lucky punch, which is always dreaded in the heavyweight division.
It's a very interesting one, because if you look at Chris Thompson's physique, you know, obviously he works out a lot. You know, he's very tough, very muscular, and you've got, you know, for want of a better word, you've got IMANI Daudi that around the midriff looks like he's a bag of chocolate milk, Jimmy. But whatever,
in Tanzania we would say coconut sauce.
Yeah, but whatever it is, it absolutely makes that body rock hard, and I would like some myself. Incredible stuff.
Well, I'm looking at Chris. He has that Andrew Galota physique.
Good.
And then we've got Daudi, who looks like James Toney in his later years.
Yeah, like yesterday. Oh, great combination, fast hands again from Chris Thompson. And incredible, absolutely incredible fight. I think that Daudi's got my respect for just hanging in there and taking absolutely everything that Chris has to offer. Incredible. Well, I'll be going to the ring shortly as Chris puts one in after the bell. Uncalled for, but great fight, great performance by Chris.
And great sportsmanship as well.
I'll leave that with you now, Jimmy, while I enter the ring and try and build my legs like Chris Thompson.
Oh yes. Good luck with that. So there we have it, the 6th round. Chris Thompson from South Africa. They call him the Wolf, and of course IMANI Daudi KAWAY from Tanzania, who's been gallant throughout the fight. He's taken all that Chris had to dish out this evening, and he's still standing. Look at those body punches. I mean, that must be doing damage to the kidneys. But you know, Daudi is still there, as gallant as ever, as brave as ever, and he's done us proud. He's not gonna win this fight, please. There's absolutely no way Daudi has a chance of winning this fight on the card or on the scorecard. But we have to give credit where credit is due. He stood in there. He gave a good fight, and he took some massive punches, and he gave Chris Thompson a good workout as well. Today he's still confident as he was in the first round. We are in the next door arena in Dar es Salaam in the Masaki area. This is where the Rumbling Dar second edition is taking place. My name is Jimmy Kabwe alongside Scott. We are your commentators. This place is jam-packed at the moment, and now we're going back to Scott to find out the official results from our judges. And unless the judges were watching a completely different fight, I don't see any way that Daudi has a chance of winning this fight on points. Yes, there we are, waiting for our referee and the two fighters in the middle of the ring, and over to Scott if he's ready for the official results of this heavyweight fight between Chris Thompson from South Africa, they call him the Wolf, and IMANI Daudi KAWAY from Tanzania. Scott, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of professional boxing in the heavyweight division, we have a unanimous decision for the red corner, Chris the Wolf Thompson.